Whether you choose to make and sell your new product idea or license it, it's a risky business, but there are ways to dramatically reduce those risks, and today I'll show you the 5 stages in my stage gate process that I've used for almost 30 years to license all of my products. Hi, I'm Lisa Lloyd, and I help people with a lot of great ideas for new products go from feeling stuck and confused about what to do next with their ideas to feeling confident and competent to build their own successful licensing business. If you like this video, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can be the first to know when I've posted a new video each week. In the nearly 30 years that I've been helping inventors, whether it was as the founder of the Inventors Association of Arizona, president of the United Inventors Association, or in my many roles as an advisor to universities and startup accelerators, one of the most consistent challenges I hear from every dreamy-eyed entrepreneur has been plotting the course to market. But the answer is always the same, no matter what the business or your invention is. Plan your work and work that plan. The beautiful thing about stage gate processes is that they set certain benchmarks along the path that must be met before moving on to the next stage. Those benchmarks are what force you to prove your theories before advancing and spending more time and money, and that can save you a lot of heartache. The stage gate model is a technique applied to new product development projects. Its strength is that it genuinely improves your ability to convert your genius ideas into practical applications that result in new products. And when executed correctly, it enables this continuous flow of innovation and commercialization to be maintained. It's considered to be an industry standard in product innovation and is hugely popular and adopted in numerous industry sectors by businesses of all sizes. So let's look at my own invention licensing stage gate process. Define, develop, protect, test, and license. Beginning with define. This is the stage where you've identified a problem that may be worth solving. The importance of this stage is to evaluate how big of a problem it is and how many people have it. If it's not a big enough problem for enough people, it may be a good idea for you to rig something together to make your own life easier, but it's just not a viable business opportunity. On the other hand, if you determine that it is a big problem for a lot of people, then you've just passed the first benchmark and know that it is worth moving on to the next stage. If you'd like to learn more about how to prove that market, then be sure to check out this video. In addition to the market research to better understand the current competing products on the market, I'll also spend a couple of hours looking at patents on google.com/patents to be sure that I don't, well, reinvent the wheel. Having done all the research, the next step is to develop. This is my favorite stage. It's when I get to roll up my sleeves and actually invent a solution to the problem that I've defined and researched in the previous stage. During this stage, the goal is to build a solution that gets the job done better than all the competition. This becomes the proof that you need to move forward to the next stage. It's also what you're going to use to demonstrate to prospective licensees later when you get to the final stage. Again, if you'd like to learn more about how to hack together prototypes for this stage, check out this video. Now that you've defined the problem that's worth solving and developed a solution that clearly demonstrates how your solution is better in some way than all the competition, it's time to move on to the protect stage. This is only if you've passed those first 2 stage benchmarks. When you invent for licensing, it's necessary to have at least some kind of patent pending. Most of the time, companies don't require an issued patent, but you should know who you're going after and what they require before you complete this stage so that you don't waste money on the wrong thing. Even though I already did a general search during the define stage, I typically spend a few more hours here researching patents based on my new developed solution. After all, now I know exactly what I want to get a patent on. If I find anything that is similar that could prevent me from getting a patent, then I have to answer the following question to make an intelligent business decision. Can I make the solution even better than what's patented? If the answer is yes, then I step back to the develop stage. If I believe that this really is the best way to do it, then it's time to hit that eject button and move on to my next great idea. There's a lot to say about how, when, and what to do with patent searches, but I've done a 1-hour live stream and you can go deep if you'd like to by clicking here. Assuming you've passed all the benchmarks for patenting and are now patent pending, the next stage is to test. Now, this stage is 100% optional. If you're considering building a business, making and selling your product, you will absolutely want to test the market first with small sales before diving deep in and spending thousands in inventory. It's also a good choice if you've invented something that maybe is truly disruptive and a game changer to an industry. This can be more difficult to license because there's no real data for a company to use that supports the decision to license it. Most of you will not likely ever want or need to do this, so I won't go into much detail here, but every invention is different and you may find yourself considering this for one of your inventions. If you choose to skip this stage for now, then the next stage is to license. Now you may be thinking, this is it, I've made it. All I need to do is find the perfect company to partner with and pitch my brilliant invention. I have quite a few videos on how to do this and I'll list them in the description along with the pop-up cards just in case you missed any of those. But what do you do if companies just don't agree that there's a big enough demand for your solution? You're officially knee-deep in it at this stage. Well, depending on your skills, finances, and confidence in the demand for your product, there are steps that you can take to get the evidence companies need to make an informed decision to license your product. So, just like going back to develop when it doesn't pass the patent stage, you can also go back to test when you're struggling to get a company to believe that there is a demand for your solution. Just be sure to know exactly what it will take to prove that by asking the people who are turning you down for license what it is that they're unsure of and what they need to know so that you can go out and collect that evidence for them. So there you go. Define, develop, protect, test, and license is the stage gate process that will carry you forward. If this has been helpful, be sure to let me know by smashing the like and subscribe buttons. It's a free way to help me and support me doing this, and when you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified each week when I post a new video. If something really stood out to you today or you feel like I left something out, let me know in the comments below. I love hearing what's on your mind and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may still have. Or better yet, book a free call with me using the link below to help build your own invention licensing business. Thank you. Happy inventing.